In the first race, I've got Yavar and Leo the Lion. Both haven't performed much as yet. Leo the Lion has placed. Yavar has just come down to this class. He's been working well, should run a decent race. Leo the Lion could probably make a race out of it.
I have 3 runners on Thursday, the 4th of Jan. First runner is a horse called Enchanting Empress. She hasn't found her form as yet. She's run twice earlier. Let's hope she runs a better race tomorrow in this week set.
Talking about Regal Command, last run placed second over distance of 2,000 meters. Tell us more about Regal Command's work and how good are the chances this time?
Well, Regal Command, like I keep saying that you can't put in too much work into him in the morning track work because he has a lot of problems. He comes up race to race, and the last race was very suggestive. He was caught very close home, and let's see, mile and a half. He stays well. I think he should be right there. Let's hope for the best. The most frustrating horse in my stable, the General. So he keeps finding ways. Last time we thought maybe we'll give him a little more distance and see how he runs, but it didn't work out that well. So we brought him back to a 6 furlong. For the first time, he's drawn well. He's got the second division. We've done everything right on our part. Now let's see if General decides to put his foot forward.
Okay, let's talk about Galloping Ahead. Last run in Pune. How good are the chances of Galloping Ahead? And also tell us about the probable dangers of Galloping Ahead.
Galloping Ahead is a nice sort of horse, a little temperamental type, and he has a bad habits of breaking slowly from the gates, which I think is resolved right now. He's drawn very bad, and it's his first run in Bombay. He should run a good race. There are a few good horses there like Decacon and Etoile and the General. But I think that he should run a good race, though he's running after a long gap.
And I have a horse called King Marco. He's a big horse. He's taking his time to come into hand. And he'll need the start. He's a very biggish horse. He'll need the start.
Third race, I've got a first-time runner, Olympia. He's still quite backward. He will need this race to improve. And Prince Igor would probably run with a small chance.
Then I have a horse called Pride Angel. He's running. And he's run decent 2 races here over a 7. I think danger in this race is, it's my time. I have to beat that horse.
My first runner is It's My Time in the 4th race. He ran a grand race where he got beat to Christoffel and just pipped Emperor Roderick on the line. In the same race, Pride's Angel ran 4th. Last time, Pride's Angel gave me 8 kilos. This time the difference is only 3. And I only beat him a length and a half. So on the scale, Pride's Angel definitely is 3.5 lengths better than me. But my horse is well and he's improved, and I hope he can turn the tables on him.
Talking about Lord and Master, in its last run came second and ran over a distance of 1,600 meters. Tell us how good are your chances for Lord and Master, and also if there's anyone to look out for him.
The horse is well. I'm happy with his preparation. The horse to look out for here is It's My Time. They've met previously in Pune, where It's My Time had won. But at that time, Lord and Master had encountered traffic problems. So he couldn't really run up to his best potential in that race. So now they meet again, and I'm hoping to take him on.
I have Abhidhan and Aperol running the Maiden's 6 furlong. They're both running for the first time. They're relatively inexperienced, and I feel that they'll probably require this race.
Good morning. I have 2 runners in the baby race, Doron and Vincero. Both of them have worked well. My jockey has chosen Doron, but I think both horses will run well, and I'm hoping they run good races. Thank you.
So talking about fast approach, you have a baby running. It's second run tomorrow. Last run came
Ran fourth
fourth
in
in
the
the
last run.
last run.
So he's a nice horse, and he's had a good run the first time he ran. He ran fourth. He ran a very forward race. I think he will. I'm hoping he comes out and wins. The only little thing, he's got a draw, which is draw 13, which may be a little bit of a problem. But I think he's got the capacity to win this race. There are one or two horses which are working very well. One is Doron is a danger. Then there's a horse called Rogue who's also working well. And the only other horse who's had a experience is Gold Caviar. He's also had a race. But overall, I hope he comes out and wins.
In the fifth race, I have a very nice baby running called Stormcloud. He is quite forward, slightly hesitant sometimes in passing, but he will find it difficult from draw 14. If he was drawn better, I would have given him a better chance, but he would definitely run well. And then
All right, you have a first-time runner, Saifa. Tell us more about Saifa and how Saifa been working.
She's been working well. She's a nice filly. She's running her first start. It'll be let's see how she goes. It'll be like a baby first time out. The educational race is very important. We'll have to take it from there after that. Huh?
In the 3-year-old race, I've got a Wind Dancer running, her first time. The horse everybody has to beat his fast approach. She's had the benefit of a run. She's finished fourth behind my filly Field of Dreams. It's a very forward race. She was leading, and I have to beat her. But my filly will be in the first 3. In the 6th race, I've got Champagne Smile. She's been a maiden. She still hasn't won a race. She's finished second a couple of times, but hasn't passed the winning post first. She's got a good chance. There's Silver Steps, Dosabel, in Renaissance Art, but she'll be in the fray. Yeah.
So you've got Dosabel and Tanaya both running in the same race. Now Dosabel has been pretty consistent in the last 3-4 races. Tell us more about your chances for Dosabel and also about Tanaya.
Let me start with Tanaya. He's been off form, and I'm still hoping that someday he shows some kind of a form, but looks difficult for tomorrow. And Dosabel, yeah, she's been very consistent, and at the same time she's been a bit unlucky. So I hope a little bit more effort from her and some luck. She should win. So let's hope for the best. Thank you.
And then I've got House of Lords in the next race. I give him a medium chance. Charming Star has not been performing very well this season, and Zip Along would be also quite a decent race in this.
Talking about Silver Steps in its last run, won over distance of 1400 and now is running at 1200. Tell us more about Silver Steps.
Yeah, he finally got his maiden tag off last time and won by a short margin. He's now got that confidence, and I'm hoping that he's going to repeat. This distance may be a bit sharp for him, but this was the only age group race we had in a long time, so we had to take our chances. I've put in a top rider, and I think their partnership will do well, and I'm hoping that he can repeat.
All right, so let's talk about your runner Arbitrage, who placed third in its last run over a distance of 1600 meters, and before that placed fourth. So always running on board. What do you have to say? And talk to us more about how do you think Arbitrage is going to perform tomorrow?
He's been a bit consistent now recently, and I think he's going to run a good race. He'll be right there at the finish.
Yeah. And is there anyone that Arbitrage should be looking out for in this field?
It is slightly open race, though it's doesn't merit much because of 5-way race, but still the horses are there with the good chance. And the horse everyone has to beat is Hagibis. He's come down a lot in scale, and he beat me by 9 lengths last year in this track only. And another horse which is a danger is Dosabel. I think between me, Dosabel and Hagibis, these 3 horses are with a chance. So it's between them.
And last race I've got Red Merlot, who I think can place. And there is one more horse I have there called Tyrone Black, who's still not come right.
I have Athenian running the Class 4 6 furlong Division 1. He's had a long break. He had won his first race in Pune on objection, and after that, unfortunately, he did not train on, but he had a couple of issues. We've managed to sort it out, and he's back to his old self. I hope that he runs a good race, but it's been a long break, so I'm just hoping that he runs well.
All right, Aman, talking about Goddess of Dawn. Last run in Pune, placed first over a distance of 1200 meters. It's been a while now. What do you think about Goddess of Dawn?
Goddess of Dawn ran a good race in Pune after her defeat in the 5 furlong. She ran a good race in over the 6 furlong with Neeraj Rawal. And she's running in Bombay after a gap. We can't work her much because she's a light filly, but she's done her grass work well. She spurted well that day. There's a horse in that race, Dream Seller, who's a really classy type. He had a habit of drifting out, which I think is resolved now, judging from his mock race. So I think we all have to beat him to win this.
So talking about Eloquent, who's just come to you from Mysore. Tell us how Eloquent's been working and if there are any decent chances for Eloquent.
He's been working okay. Too early to say anything about him. I'm just trying to understand him and just waiting to see how he takes this race and how he likes this going and his preferred style of running, etc. So this one is to see how he does. Hoping he does well. Yeah.
All right.